Recently over the holidays I was gifted a smartwatch, and full disclosure, I really haven't worn a watch in the last several years, mainly due to the fact that the last good watch I owned got destroyed when I was fighting with a thief out in the parking lot at a job I used to have. And you can imagine my hesitation to go out and spend another couple $100s on a smartwatch after that ordeal and having something so valuable just get destroyed in a blink of an eye. Fortunately though, as technology has advanced so much, we can now get amazing smartwatches with all the bells and whistles and amazing features we know and love at a fraction of the cost. So in today's video, to mix things up, we're going to be taking a look at the Kospet Optimus Pro, a watch that is often regarded as the best Android watch available, sub $200 price point, and we're going to find out just how good it is, coming up right after this. In short, the smartwatch is essentially a very capable smartphone in a condensed form factor. 4G LTE calling is available with a SIM card. However, I personally will not be using any of this watch's phone functionality, as I'm of the mindset that a smartwatch is a good companion for a smartphone and not meant to be a replacement. I'm not Dick Tracy, so having conversations with my wrist is just something that really doesn't appeal to me. I wanted something on a smartwatch that had good fitness tracking capabilities, an extensive application library, and would pair well via Bluetooth with some headphones to listen to music during workouts. Something smaller than a phone, yet just as capable, and the Optimus Pro appears to be exactly that. The built-in 800 mAh battery offers users a full day of use under normal conditions, and if you're using this watch in the same manner you would a smartphone and constantly playing on games or using applications throughout the day, well then obviously you're going to run down the battery quicker than most. However, there is a secondary operating system on this watch that can be activated, and around 4 days of battery life will be available if you activate this secondary standby mode. Activate this by holding down the back button for 3 seconds to go into the Smart Standby mode. The watch is using considerably less battery this way because it is restricting some of the other functions available, essentially turning the smartwatch into a basic fitness watch, where date, time, heart rate, steps, and calories burned are the only metrics offered, and the display itself is set to be always on. The watch itself can be charged in an hour for up to 3 to 4 days of standby use. I'm actually a really big fan overall of the look and design of the Optimus Pro. It sports a clean ceramic black bezel around the watch screen, with minute intervals notched into the ring that are the same black color that really provide a nice clean look overall. Microphone and speaker ports are located on the back side of the watch, as well as the heart rate monitor and the SIM card cover. Watch straps are removable and can be quickly interchanged for others depending on the wearer's preference. And watch faces are also very easy to change on here. You're just going to long press on the watch face itself and you're going to open up the menu. Or you can actually go and download others from the Kospet store, or even create your own from a picture in your gallery or one taken by the watch itself. There are an abundant amount of free watch faces available with all types of designs, digital, analog, modern, themed. There's certainly something for everyone out there. The watch uses an AMOLED display that is housed by scratch-resistant glass. Though it's not Gorilla Glass, I purposely removed the manufacturer pre-installed screen protector from this watch and wore it for the last week during many day-to-day activities and workouts, and found no issues with the glass being nicked or scratched. Overall build quality of the watch appears to be quite good, which is a must for anything over $100 in my opinion. The Optimus Pro also bears an IP67 waterproof rating, which is essentially the same as an iPhone XR, meaning you get 1 meter of continuous submersion for up to 30 minutes, allowing you to safely sweat, shower, and do some laps in the pool while wearing it. The fact that this watch even includes a camera is somewhat of a bonus in my opinion. It has an 8 megapixel camera that is honestly really just a 5 megapixel camera with software working to interpolate it up to 8 megapixels. Image quality of the pictures is definitely nothing to write home about, but there are some additional apps available in the Google Play Store that do some things to improve the image quality issues brought upon by the built-in camera app. Video recording is also available should you wish to channel your inner super spy, However, again, the camera is really more of a novelty, and I can really only see myself needing to use it in emergency cases. So overall, I guess it's just a nice bonus to have in the end. This watch runs off the full Android 7.1 and does not run on Wear OS, which allows you to have access to the full Google Play Store instead of the limited version many other Android-powered smartwatches are limited to nowadays. This access means you are able to download and enjoy an overwhelming amount of applications and games out there from the Google Play market. And while they play exceptionally well, you obviously want to stick to the simpler games with basic movements for the best experience due to the limited playfield available on the screen. Fitness tracking metrics are handy on this watch, and as mentioned previously, become the main focus when you put the watch into its standby mode. The built-in heart rate monitor works well, and when compared to other devices I own, appears to be accurately measuring heart rate data. Though the heart rate info is not maintained continuously throughout the day, rather only when you select the specific app to measure it, so there's no third-party app that appears to be able to change this functionality either. The built-in fitness app does not utilize GPS as standard, rather it approximates information based on the data gained from the internal accelerometer to put together its best estimates for finding things such as distance, which, to be fair, does work well enough, but it's simply not as accurate as a dedicated GPS. However, there is an easy fix to this. Download your favorite application from the Google Play Store that works with GPS, and then you can utilize the built-in watch GPS tracking while using that application. It's an odd workaround, and I'm guessing was just an oversight, but strange nonetheless that the internal fitness application doesn't use GPS standard. So let's go ahead and talk pros and cons, and we'll start off with pro. Firstly, I gotta say I'm very impressed with the value of this watch, priced around $150 to $170 depending on what retailers you're looking to purchase this product from. Actually, I was able to find it even cheaper than $150, and I'll put a product link down the video description box below in case you want to save some money or you're interested in picking up this watch. But for the price point, the premium watch that you're getting and all the feature set is quite impressive in my opinion. Secondly, you got that expansive full access to the actual Google Play Store and not just a watered down condensed version, allowing you to download all the applications and software your heart could possibly desire. Thirdly, you get 32 gigabytes of internal storage, and guys, that's just impressive. The fact that you can download all sorts of music, games, software, watch videos, make phone calls, all of this on a premium device with a beautiful screen, it's a heck of a deal in my opinion. But there are definitely some drawbacks, and some of these may be nitpicky in your opinion, but these are things that really irked me when I got this watch and playing with it for a week, and really prevent me from saying this is an absolute perfect watch for me. It's a great watch for me, but it's not perfect, and here's why. Firstly, the charging base. Now this is the charging base. It's just a little magnetic charging base. Very simple, you know, you just throw the watch on there and you're good to go. However, this thing feels like an afterthought. It's so small, dinky, and it just feels absolutely cheap. Where we have a premium watch that feels premium, we get this little cheap, dinky, just little disc that is nothing but a magnet, and it feels, I mean, it just feels like someone threw that in the last second and said, oh, we forgot to design a charging base. So that's one thing that irked me a little bit. And secondly, and this is really nitpicky, so I apologize in advance, but the watch faces itself, they're great, but there is one caveat, and this is my own ignorant American opinion, but no matter what watch face you choose, you cannot see the weather in Fahrenheit. It only displays it in Celsius. And it doesn't matter, like I said, what watch face I choose. I can download different ones. It will always default to Celsius. Now that doesn't mean that the watch doesn't record Fahrenheit. If you actually go into the weather app, you can actually see both Celsius and Fahrenheit information. However, at the quick glance on your wrist, if you want to see what the weather is, and if you're in America and you're used to Fahrenheit, you're not going to be able to see Fahrenheit. So that was one thing that really just kind of annoyed me a little bit. It's a nuisance more than anything. Like I said, I can go into the weather app and check the weather that way, but as far as being able to look at my watch really quick and find out the Fahrenheit, well, I just can't do that, and that was a little bit annoying. But that does it for this video, guys. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know every time I upload more great content like this. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. It really means a lot.